Vidya prasada vimukam driga asavam. Prasanna hasa runalochananam. Kiritinam kundalinam chaturbhujam. Pitamshikam vakshasi lakshitam shriya. The personality God had seen leaning favorably towards his loving servitors, his very sight intoxicating and attractive, appeared to be very much satisfied. He had a smiling face, decorated with the enchanting reddish hue. He was dressed in yellow robes, and wore earrings and a helmet on his head. He had 4 hands, and his chest were marked with the lines of the goddess of fortune. So what do we understand here? God is a personality. Okay? First thing is very clear. Sometimes people don't even understand this. He is a person and is a very, very beautiful person. Therefore, Bhagavatam is so special. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam is the ripened fruit of the Vedic knowledge. Ripened fruit. What is the most important part of the tree? Fruit. And ripe fruit is immediate. You want to take it out immediately. So Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit. And it is so important, more important because it came out from the mouth of Shuka. It has become even more tasty. And here is the only scripture where there is focus and glorification of the Lord. Again and again, devotees are endeavoring to see the Lord. They come in contact with the Lord and they describe His glories. That is Bhagavatam. And what is happening here? The Brahma, he has done tremendous tapasya and he has seen the Lord, and now the discussion of the Lord is there. Lord is so beautiful. That's a symbol of beauty. Understand this? I explained many times. Suppose you shave your eyebrows. Not much difficulty. You can live. Other people will become very difficult to live. Correct? I find it very strange to look at it. But then why? Because we are actually, therefore the philosophers are in a riddle from a long time. They say truth and beauty. There is contradictory. What is truth is not beautiful. And what is beautiful is not truth. Because if you open the skin, it's all obnoxious things inside. They're not able to understand what is this beauty. At the same time, they speak so many big lectures on beauty and they get enchanted by beauty. So what's the difference between us? Because we understand what is real beauty. Real beauty belongs to the Lord. And actually when you see anybody, you compare with the Lord. If it matches, it is very nice. Did you notice this? See, all of us, if it is an illusion, then why of all of us have the same concept? If we say this is Miss Universe, all of you will agree, yes, yeah, she is very beautiful. Okay? No difference. Then why? Why we have the same? We say this is Mr. Yeah, he is very handsome. This actor is very handsome. All people agree. Why do they agree on the same thing? Correct? If it is beauty is hallucination, then these people are in great trouble. Then this so-called psychologists or this philosophers, there is a great trouble to define beauty. What is beauty then? The beauty is in the Lord, and something matches that. He is a symbol of beauty, and you compare. That is, this much is clear. Something matches. Yeah. That's why you also look at them. Appa. And actually, it is true. If you go to the spiritual world, you'll all look like Yamudutas. We take so much pride looking at that. We look obnoxious. Oh, wow. And actually it is true. We are sitting in such a horrible form. Even look-wise it is horrible. If you compare to the beautiful look of the Vishnu Dutas, why you don't like Yamudutas when the picture comes? Oh, wow. Their long noses. And that's what we will all be looking. They are so beautiful. There is one example is given in the Bhagavatam. Nar Narayan Rishi were doing tapasya, and the Cupid came to disturb them, but they created such celestial beauties that Cupid fell ashamed. They created by, he was trying to bring some girls to entice. What you can entice? No. So similarly, you think you can entice the Supreme Lord. Used to another plane of enjoyment. And anyway, he is self-satisfied. Atma Ramasta Muni is totally self-satisfied. Swarat is independent and is totally satisfied. So these are the features of the Lord. Brahma is now taking darshan of Krishna. And he is taking darshan of a personality, not some light. Most of the people today, what is their idea of God? Some light, some power. God has no form. He can assume any form. ऐसा बोलते हैं ना लोग, भगवान का कोई रूप नहीं है, जो मान लो. आपको ध्यान करने में जैसे कंफर्टेबल होता है, जो मान लो, ऐसा सब मान लें. ये भागवत में डिस्क्रिप्शन क्यों होना है फिर इतना, जो मान लो तो. पूरा हिंदू धर्म नष्ट हो चुका है. नष्ट मतलब खत्म हो चुका है, क्योंकि इतना भी नहीं समझ आया लोगों को कि भगवान का तो बहुत सुंदर फॉर्म है. अब ये डिस्क्रिप्शन किस लिए कर रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी? अगर फॉर्म नहीं है तो कह रहे सत्य बोल रहे हैं, असत्य नहीं है. उनको दर्शन हो रहा है, बहुत सुंदर दर्शन, सो ब्यूटीफुल. Krishna is the bluish form and reddish hue. Oh, wow. What happened? You're not going now. So it's such beautiful form. You cannot even imagine. Therefore, I also hate to see if somebody puts Krishna Leela in cartoon. I hate to see. Actually, for a few days my meditation got disturbed. Because after reading Prabhupada books again and again, reading Bhagavatam and all, you know, in your heart you develop an image of Krishna. Isn't it true? You read Krishna book, you read Bhagavatam, you develop an image of Krishna in the heart. I don't want somebody to disturb it through some childish cartoons. Correct? Krishna is very grave. He is not a entertainer, a cheap entertainer of public. That is the picture somebody made with some cartoon now. And after that, you don't bring anybody, you know, having a tinge of devotion after seeing all that. No. We have to, if you want to present Krishna, to very carefully present. Just like I said, some people nowadays made a fashion of Bhagavad Sapta. All rubbish. But Bhagavad Sapta fashion. Prabhupada whole life, million times he has Prabhupada has smashed against it. Why? You make it very cheap. What do? Simply deal with Krishna Leelas and emotions at a totally mundane level to entertain mundane public. Public should hear Harinam, not Bhagavad Sapta. They are not even fit to hear Gita first. What do we do when we go to public? I don't speak Gita. Do anybody speak Gita? No. We don't speak. Even Gita they cannot hear. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did he do in public? Harinam. Public is only Harinam. Very limited we speak in public. Because they can't understand. They offend. So you bring on a sentimental level, there is a big market in the society for Bhagavad Sapta. We can also cheat innocent public. And then, when you create a market like that, you have to dance to their tunes. Because that is what they want. When you create a market, you know there is a ready market for Bhagavad Sapta, which many people are exploiting today. What they want, you have to dance to the tune, because you have come to collect money for that. But if you want to speak real Bhagavatam, you cannot even speak to public. You cannot even speak Gita. They are not fit for even Gita. I was remembering one college, and management told me, Swamiji, just one thing, giving you permission to talk to students, you will not speak about religion here, no? I said, sir, religion is a very big thing. इनको क्या religion बताएंगे? इनको तो अभी basic बता रहे. To be a gentleman, that's all. Upadharma. Dharma तो बहुत बड़ा चीज है. Even Buddha did not speak dharma. He only gave upadharma. Be nice, be good. You cannot speak. It is not so easy. If it was so easy, so many great preachers would have easily revealed. They didn't reveal. Desha Kala Patra. We have to be very, very careful of Desha Kala Patra. So this narration of very sweetness of Krishna cannot be narrated to a public who doesn't even know God as form. What you will talk? First we have to talk. We are not body, we are soul. First you have to talk to people how they have to give up sinful habits and how they should take up Harinama. ये तो आगे बात होगा. This has been kept in the second canto. Even Prabhupada says so many times, you read just first two cantos. That's enough. आगे थोड़ा बाद में जाना. First your heart should be purified. So this is a very, very confidential area kept in the Bhagavatam. Now there is only little. If you go to the 10th canto, there will be samadhi on the smile of Krishna. All the gopis are looking at the smile, they are enchanted, and more description. And Chaitanya Charitamrita will go more intense description of the smile of Krishna, isn't it? Krishna smiling is not a small thing. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna smiles. We were reading the first chapter and the second chapter in the beginning when Arjuna speaks all those kind of funny things, that how can I fight, this is going to happen, all karma kanda level. Karma kanda, jnana kanda, kevala vishera bhanda. He gives so much karma kanda. Basic. If I kill, who will do the shraddha for these people? If these people are killed, all the youngsters killed, they will not do shraddha for their parents. And there in their house, all the dharma will be nashta, and the children will not do shraddha, all will fall down to hell. He speaks this. This is karma kanda understanding. And Vaishnavas, we do Vaishnava shraddha. What they do? They go to a temple, offer a big feast to the Lord, all the devotees, gather them, distribute prasadam. Ho gaya, khatam. Khatam. Karmakandi Brahmanas ka business khatam. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came, these Karmakandi Brahmanas were in great trouble because they finished their market only. Okay? So we should not play to the crowd, to the gallery. We should be very conscious. We have with us something very, very confidential. And it cannot be. That's one of the offenses to what? One of the offense to the holy name is tell the glories of the holy name to the person who cannot handle it. Correct? So therefore, Bhagavatam is also very carefully revealed. You're all devotees, we can discuss Krishna's smile. So Krishna's smile is there in the Bhagavad Gita also. Krishna smiles. Prahasan, he smiles. Why? Arjuna, what happened to you? And Arjuna Prabhupada said there are various reasons for his smile in the purport. Reason number one is that a friend has become a student now. When a change of rasa occurs, there is a smile. Definitely you will smile. What do you say? It won't be a rasa is changing now. Sakya rasa is changing to some dasya rasa. So definitely, disciple means more like a dasya. Now there is a smile. Change of rasa causes smile. It's funny. And then smile because all his arguments are stupid. Yeah, what is he speaking? Any one of us would not have been in this position. And maybe smile because Krishna only caused it. Krishna is seeing his illusory energy works very nicely. He is an associate of the Lord. But now his own energy Krishna made act. And Krishna sometimes becomes bewildered by seeing his energy is acting so wonderfully. He can have any other reason why Krishna smiles. Why Krishna smiles? Arjuna has so many questions. And that's a good teacher. We have a behavior, generally, we are also teaching Krishna consciousness. Sometimes it does happen. Somebody in his behavior is not up to the mark. Suddenly, and we get very disturbed and we bang him and the person runs away. Correct? Krishna is compassionate. Actually, he behaves as a perfect teacher. Instead of getting angry, instead of getting shouting, anyone would have shouted, Hare, I brought you to the battlefield. What are you doing? What is going to happen to the whole war? This. This is what you are for. Nothing. Very calm. Now he wants to reveal the spiritual knowledge. That is his plan. So in that way, we can see Krishna's smile is very deep. There is in Bhagavatam another instance when Krishna closes eyes. These are all small gestures. Correct? Smiling is not, you're not laughing. Just little. But that has so much deep meaning. Here Brahma is meditating. When he did tremendous tapasya and got darshan of Krishna, not small tapasya. That tapasya cannot be replicated ever by anybody. Intense tapasya, in devotion. And he got darshan of the Lord. What happened? He's seeing Krishna and he's seeing his smiling. And gently leaning towards his devotees. Krishna is always as if intoxicated by the love of his devotees. Krishna is captured. Vedesha dullabam, adullabam atma bhakta. He is not captured by some academic study of the Vedic literatures. You can study all the Prabhupada books also. But if you're not studying in right spirit, It's like a key. होता ना तिजोरी होता चाबी होता उसका चाबी. You need a key. You have to read them in a service spirit. Atah Shikasha Namadi Nabhaved Graham Indriye Sevonmukha. Everything has to be in a serve. Everything is Sevonmukha. DT Darshan Sevonmukha. Reading the book Sevonmukha. Everything Sevonmukha. Swayameva Spritidaya. If it is proper Sevonmukha, proper that every page of Bhagavatam you can see Krishna. So hey, Krishna is there. You can see Krishna is, with, smiling gently towards his devotees, and his bluish color is there, tinged by the golden hue, and the dress is yellowish. He chooses colors also very careful. Blue and yellow are like opposite colors, correct? Contrasting colors. And there is one discussion in the Bhagavatam that when the Krishna was fighting with the demons, and he was adjusting his dhoti first. He is a perfect dresser. Wait a minute, setting. Everything is perfect. Not that he's fighting and we are doing so survey, dhoti is falling here, kurta is falling. We are like that. Krishna is not like perfect. Wait a minute, let me adjust my dhoti. Come on. He's so perfect in his dealings, and so 64 qualities are so perfectly present in it. Nectar of Devotion is such a nice description of each quality with one pastime of Krishna. In that I read. He's a perfect dresser. How? Because when some Asura was fighting, so adjusted it. Just like we do. He dresses himself. Always dresses himself perfectly. Generally what happens, somebody should run behind, Prabhuji, your dhoti is falling, your kurta is going here. You forgot to do this. You forgot to put your buttons. Correct? People have to run behind. Krishna takes care of him perfectly. Swabhava ki jnana bala kriyacha. Naturally it is present in him. All his energies of waiting to serve. Now the discussion will call the four Vedas personified are present in Padma Purana. It is said, waiting to serve, ever giving him counsel. His all energies are naturally waiting to serve him. So there is a darshan now happening of who is having darshan? Brahma of Krishna, and it is totally enchanting. Later his sons will also take darshan of Narayana. Who the four sons will go to take darshan? Sanat Kumara. Similarly, they will also be enchanted. So Brahma is also taking darshan, and it is so enchanting. Gently leaning towards his devotee. So pleasing actually. So pleasing to hear all this. So we should, everybody should keep time actually. You see now this discussion is not only theory what I was explaining yesterday. It's all such a sweet sentiment. Prabhupada said this purports are my transcendental ecstasies. So we should read definitely. Actually we should have in the temple, I just wanted enough numbers. We should have examination system for all Prabhupada books. So it is very, very important. Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, each book have an exam. People read and have academic study of Prabhupada books. So it's very, very important. Otherwise somebody reads Manaya Pad Liya. We should have in an organization, organization runs by systems. Correct? Prabhupada wanted it so much. Organization should run by systems, not individually. Okay, see, like how is the country running? By systems. Your traffic you violate, you go on the left side or right side, systems are there. You will be persecuted. Not that on the moment he is deciding, maybe right would have been good in his case or no. Systems are there. You got it, no? Systems are there, rules are there. So similarly, rules should be there of reading Prabhupada and giving exam. Reading Prabhupada giving exams. All the books of Prabhupada should be covered in that way. Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion. All these books should be covered with a system of examination. Okay. In fact, ISKCON is also not more or less not decentralizing. Recently I wrote to them, they're saying, no, you can have an examination center. Develop your center into examination center. Because they also got tired of running all around India and doing the different courses. Okay, so we can just work on that principle. So what happens is that one side is definitely we should be academically thorough with Prabhupada books. Philosophy should be very, very thoroughly known. Correct? Everybody should very thoroughly know. Because these are like textbooks, and textbook study is different. It's not like just like reading. You read one line, you read it again, you read it again, you get some doubt. I didn't understand what it means, and then we clarify. One devotee is very nicely telling, actually we don't read now. Reading is not easy. Just like japa. How many of us are chanting properly? Very rare. So most of us don't even read properly. We say reading, you're not reading. Reading. Just like chanting. Are we chanting? None of us are chanting. We're doing something. None of us are chanting the Lord's holy name. Similarly, Bhagavatam reading is very big thing. Reading means it is like all these words are coming from the spiritual world. And you're hearing the transcendental Shabda Brahma directly entering in your heart. Just like a japa. What happens presently is that our mind doesn't allow us to read properly. Just like our mind obstructs our japa. It doesn't allow you to hear japa. Mind also does not allow you to hear the spiritual dimension of this. It only, even the theoretical dimension, many people, they don't read. They filter. They analyze by their own mind. They take a wrong meaning instead of what is being said. They twist, they read between the line. And because it is not easy to change your paradigm. We have some paradigm, some funny paradigms, and all of us are having some wrong paradigms. And when we are reading, we are seeing it fits there, that's all. You understand this? Just like you see for a rope for a snake. That means snake is there in your mind and you fit rope for the snake. So similarly, philosophy also, very rare even to hear properly. Because you keep fitting it to what you think is Krishna consciousness. You very rarely we hear with that I do not know anything. Just like we hear the case of Chitraketu. How did Chitraketu submit himself to Narad Muni? He said, I am an ordinary village dog. Please instruct me. That is how to hear. Now the Narada started speaking. He instructed him. And within 7 days he saw the Lord face to face. Only 7 days. Depends on how you hear. So similarly, if you hear the Bhagavatam, it should be heard with an open heart. This is a message coming from the spiritual world to awaken my soul and bring my soul in contact with the Lord. This message itself is non-different from Krishna. Bhagavatam is not, it's an incarnation. Deity is incarnation. This is also incarnation. What incarnation is called? Literary incarnation. Correct? It's an incarnation of the Lord. So it has to be taken in that spirit. Therefore, even we think we are doing so many things. Just like we all know. When you look at the deities, how many of us know how to look properly? We don't know. We don't look properly. So all of us are taking prasadam. We don't eat prasadam properly. We are chanting. We are not even chanting properly. We all know that. Similarly, in reading, you are not reading properly. If you are reading properly, it's a different experience. Therefore, we should have every day kept at least 1 hour as a sadhana to read. Whatever platform you are reading, you read. The real platform of the sailing is this is Krishna's, Prabhupada's ecstasy, this purpose. The read will be so sweet, so loving, so sweet to just, and you can then now this purport itself, just this line, Krishna is favorably leaning towards the devotees and is gently smiling. Keep meditating. Keep meditating. Your perfection of Bhagavatam will occur. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.